Alrighty, YouTube, how we doing today? Man, I got a really weird one for you. No, it's not another book by Hillary or Bernie or any political book. As you saw by that little title you were looking at, I got this weird one. No Angels by Jay Dobyns. Basically his look at how he infiltrated the Hells Angels. So stay tuned after we roll that intro. I'll tell you exactly what I think about this thing. Alright, YouTube, thank you so much for staying past that. Now, for you longtime viewers of the channel and you first-time viewers who have yet to do it, go ahead and look down below. You're going to see a little channel watermark popping up. Man, just hover over that thing and just click subscribe. It's going to make you feel better about yourself for the rest of the day. I almost guarantee that. Now, like I said in the opening, we are going to take a look at No Angels, my harrowing undercover journey, in the Hells Angels. Well, excuse me, to the inner circle of the Hells Angels. Now, Jay was an ATF agent who they came up with Operation Black Biscuit. They created a fake motorcycle gang, ATF, and a bunch of other ATF agents, you heard me right, created a motorcycle gang to infiltrate the Hells Angels. Now, I know that sounds weird, alright? So, from reading this, and by the way, 16 bucks, 328 pages. Not that bad. Alright? They do have color photos in there for some of the stuff. And one of the things I liked about this book was, the way he wrote it sounds like on some of the chapters that he was actually taking info from recordings and writing it down about, real live events. Because it's a great read. Alright? They basically got a guy arrested a dude from a gang that was very, very friendly with the Hells Angels, got permission to create a solos chapter in Arizona, and they started to do a whole bunch of stuff in the biker community to get noticed. I know it sounds weird, but it's like they had to be so careful about everything they were doing because some of the police and local law enforcement and local first responders and city hall people were helping out various gangs in the area by tipping them off to, hey, you're going to get raided, this is happening, this person's undercover. So they had to be careful on everything. One of the things that had me dying with laughter is, I've seen this from my time in the military. So you have the guy in charge, and you have the bull who thinks she's in charge. They're butting heads. Well, this was Jay and his boss, who they called Slats. Button heads, not talking, having a problem with the team. Slats' boss made them go to a bar, sit down inside a bar, and he put a pitcher right in the middle of the front, in the middle of them, put down glasses, and he goes, start talking. I'm going to keep buying beer until you guys talk this out. So as he puts it, after about the third pitcher, they started to talk. Slats' boss got up and went, I'll be over here doing my crosswords. And every time they needed a pitcher, a refill, the boss kept pouring beers until everything was smoothed over. I've seen this. It's great. Pull down people's defenses, get them in an area, and there you go. The one thing about Jay that I thought was weird is he has a DOA tattoo over his chest, and the O is right over a spot where a bullet entered him. So I thought that was just comical, dark, and kind of militaristic in a certain way, because I understand the military's dark sense of humor. It's a very great look at how they did it, and how they had an actual outlaw biker within them, but he was becoming a problem. So wow, yeah, he got arrested in a raid. Never saw him again, and that's how Jay was able to take over as president of this solo chapter. And things went a whole new direction, and the Hells Angels basically were like, we want you in this chapter, we want you here, we want you here, we've got to have you. We can't have this solo crap anymore. And it was funny because they thought they were going to die after the dude who basically helped start the chapter started talking a whole bunch of crap to him and said, you know, they weren't real solos, they weren't real bikers, you know, they were this, they were that. And the Hells Angels were pissed because they're like, no, we know these guys. We know they're hardcore. We know they're legit. But we got to get this cleaned up because we can't have this crap associated with us. So cops almost started a biker war over a lie that they were real bikers. You know, there's a great line in here when they went to Vegas and they called up for help. And the ATF down there, basically the guy who was in charge down there couldn't show up. But unbeknownst to Jay, he sent a mafia boss that was working with them in order to play the part. While Slats and another dude were off on the side laughing their ass off watching the production. And it was funny watching this mafia boss rip into this Hell's Angel, basically telling him, hey, this guy works for me, he makes money for me. If I call him, he comes now. If one fucking thing happens to him, I come after you, your whole family tree, everything. I burn your house to the ground. And when they walked off, Jay was like, dude, you want to tone it down a little? And he's like, man, look, we've been doing this thing of ours before they even found out about bikes. I know how to talk to them. So when Jay was talking to Slats later on, and Slats is like, dude, he's not like you. He is exactly who he says he is. That's a mob boss that we caught out here screwing up and flipped him. So it's just kind of weird to have like Don Corleone talking to a Hell's Angel, basically going, the one day I'll come to you and ask you for a favor. And the Hell's Angel basically was pissing himself because he was scared shitless that he's going to get killed. One of the things I thought was perfect in here is he talked about his home life and how it was unraveling. Because he was losing sight of Jay Bird, the biker, and Jay, his real self. And how he used to talk about how he used to mow the grass with such precision. And, you know, he would pull weeds and he would take care of everything because he basically built his house brick by brick by brick. But later on, he was pissed that he had to mow the yard. And as he puts it, I left mohawks in the yard. The wife would call, I wouldn't answer. You know, so it was weird to have that dynamic in there about what kind of pressure does this put on the home life? Because I'll be honest, that's not one of the things I've talked to people I've known who've gone undercover before. I don't sit there and go, yo, dude, how'd your old lady take it? You know, hey, how do your kids take you being gone? Because to me, I always look at it the same thing as a military deployment. Daddy's off doing this, he'll come back when he can. But the one thing I didn't like was when it got towards the end, it just seemed to just wrap up quick. You know, it's like, okay, we got this deal going, we got this deal going, we got them hooked on everything. Then all of a sudden, bam, raids, everyone's in jail. I'm like, whoa, wait a moment. I know things move quick and things go on, but Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, what did we miss from you're setting up this meth deal to 24 minutes later, the ATF is kicking in the door and arresting everybody? But, great read. I recommend it. I mean, seriously. Got it on Amazon pretty cheap. Got here pretty quick. I know I didn't pay $16 for it, but that's the MSRP right there. $16. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description as I usually do. You know, if you want to purchase it, hey, that's great. I make no money off it, so no, I'm not hawking his book. Now, with all that wonderful stuff being said, man, it's just a weird look at some of the stuff in the book. You know, unlike the political books that I've brought to the channel. And speaking of that, look up top. I'm going to leave a link to every other book review I've ever done. No, I didn't have specific spots marked off in here because there wasn't exact quotes that I wanted to talk about, but it is a very fun, interesting read. Now, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, all that fun stuff down below in the, you know, the comment section. Especially if, like, you guys knew about Operation Black Biscuit out there in Arizona. If I have any viewers that are out there, if you remember it. I don't know if you've ever met Jay, you know, just fun stuff, man. Leave me whatever down below because I want to hear it all. All right. Now, for you first-time viewers of the channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking a moment of your day to watch this rather interesting video. Like I said in the channel update, I'm bringing some more interesting books to the channel, trying to get a wider range of topics. Because honestly, I'm getting sick of political books. To be real honest, I really am. And I thought, that might be a nice change. Now, for you longtime viewers of the channel and you first-time viewers who haven't done it yet, man, here's your second chance at redemption. Down below in one of the two corners, there's going to be a bigger channel logo popping up. Go ahead and click on that thing. That's going to bring you right to subscribe. After you've destroyed that subscribe button, please beat up the bell icon. Why? Good question. It's going to notify you, my amazing viewer, every single time that I upload a brand new video. Now, speaking of videos, 2 are going to be popping up, either on that side of the screen or that side of the screen. That's right. 2. Those are going to be videos that YouTube is going to select from my catalog that they think are going to be a great viewing experience for you. But there we go, guys. My quick look at No Angels by Jay Dobyns. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an incredible rest of your day.